And we're back again. This is the seventh video, which is recording. So, this is going to be so many parts, and I'm going to be doing this up one day at a time. This is not really an official Let's Play or anything, but what the heck. Now, what I can do is go ahead and build me a barracks, because I'm going to need it. No, first I need to build me an advanced power plant. Since my other one got taken out, I'm gonna build. I'm thankful that I actually put one on there, because without it, every time you build, it would take forever to actually build something, which is lame. That's what it is on the emulated version. I don't remember ever having that problem on the actual console version. So, for now, let's do what we can. I only have a few tanks to spare. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this truck and go over there. Alright. Well, tell you one thing, at least we made it survive through. This is, it's not really a bonus episode or anything. I could actually put this in full screen if I wanted to. I'm not going to bother returning these troops because, generally, around here, you really need, rocket launchers and, stuff like that. See, at some point in time, I'm probably going to start scanning the area and find out what they have. So, it's too bad I can't actually go ahead and get the minerals out of this place. But, build an ore refinery, that's it. I knew I had it somewhere. It don't really matter. See that right there? I built that there. I had to. Where was that? Yeah, I couldn't do it. I probably could go back over there and build again, but I'm not going to right now. But I probably will at some point. And eventually, if you play this long enough, they will come in and land their troops over here. The odd thing about this game, though, is that they never, ever, unless you're in campaign mode, which means they've already done it first, if there's a water mission, or, not water mission, but where they have, where you actually have to build boats and stuff just to take them out, because you literally have to do that most of the doggone time, especially to make it through. If I remember correctly, there's a mission where as soon as you build a ship dock, that's what I want to call it. Anyway, you gotta, and then you eventually, what you gotta do in order to make that thing survive is build a ship, and it will issue one or two ships, and you gotta try and protect that base. Now that's not going to be the easiest thing in the world. There is a campaign mission that's easy and hard to do. Just depends on what you do. Now, what you could do is get any way you can to lay mines right where you know, because what it is there's these trucks you got to take out, and you want to put some mines on there. Otherwise, they're just gonna get through it, and it's gonna be said to escape. Even if one, all it takes is just one, and you're done. It takes one truck, and you're out. You gotta start all over, which is lame. and you cannot save. Well, you could save if you had save states, but on an official console, you might as well forget it. I mean, unless of course you're in Japan, you have one of their conversion models. I'm not sure how it works, but yeah, in order to get save states enabled, you have to do that because someone had to have gotten the hacked because it was probably another way of a memory card accepted. You only have about 5 slots. Which, oddly enough, if you think about it this way anyway, but if you try and load up save states, you're not loading up any other game, but the only game you got, and depending on exactly where you are in the game, that's it. There's no choosing a different game on that one there, blah, blah, blah. That's the way save states work anyway. However, because Japan happens to have the event, when Japan released the consoles, they did not give us the consoles that came, or they did not enable it. They disabled the actual save state feature, which sucks. And because one of the best things that made the game great, or the console, which nobody even knew at the time, until it was found out later on, when you can actually, somehow convert it to computer. Anyway, was save stating, and later to be known as save stating abuse or cheating in some cases. But see, the thing is with save stating, a lot of people don't like that. But again, these are the same people that will complain because they have to go way far back in order to actually fight the boss, and they have to go through all the crap, all the puzzles, just to get to exactly where they were. And a lot of these people, some of them will not be as frustrated and don't mind, but a lot of them do. And it's like, well, then you must be some kind of a hypocrite because yet you don't like save stating, but you don't like to go way farther back. And it's like some of the games will actually put you way at the beginning of the game, where you have to completely go all the way back to, especially if you're like way later in the game, and you cannot save. Or if the game somehow screws up and you actually have to go back that way, which still can happen even in the newer games. You never know. So, anyway, see, I've got the game on pause right now, and I'm going to go ahead and go to Netflix, but I thought I'd go ahead and record some videos so I could upload it later. I'm not sure how long I want to do these videos. I don't really want to do them 30 minutes or so because this is a camera phone. I mean, by camera phone, I mean an Android, and the camera isn't all that great when it gets uploaded. I can have it in full screen right now on this camera, but the moment I upload it, you get the smallest piece of crap screen you've ever seen in history. I mean, the quality looks great as long as there's lighting in the area, but other than that, you might as well forget it. That's just the way things go. So, would you like to say goodbye to them now? Yeah. 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 Say goodbye. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, isn't that precious? She doesn't want to speak. She only speaks when she wants to. When she wants something for no reason, what she wants. Because a lot of times she'll be, so they have everything done, But as far as having anything extra, I don't ever do. you know, like giving your people food, because that's something you don't want to give them. And if you do, which I'm not really going to really encourage this, but if you do, I do recommend, however, that you not, if you're going to go by my recommendation anyway, do not constantly feed them every minute. Do not constantly feed them every 5 minutes, every day. Every once in a great blue moon, maybe it's the most that you should do if you're going to do it at all. But it's it's recommended higher than that. It's not to feed them at all of the people food, which they like to call it now table scraps. Which table scraps has been around for a long time. Which it generally referred to like if you give them a tiny piece of something and that's it every single day. But people food, like if you give them half your meal or whatever, don't even do that. But just a little tiny bit. There's nothing wrong with them giving them tuna fish either, depending on how old it is too. I'm not sure if that's recommended not to give them tuna fish, but I know for a fact that you don't want to feed them tuna fish that's gone bad, because it can happen even if it's in a can. I'm not sure how long the period is. I used to know, but because well, now that you mention, I remember it used to be longer. I think it was about, well, actually I can't be exact on it anymore, but I know it was longer than what I had to deal with here. And not just because I'm in this house either, but because for some reason it wasn't even that long, and the tuna had gone bad. So yeah, I'm going to cut this video short here because I don't have a lot to discuss, I don't have a lot to show, and it just kind of sucks that I'm actually even using this phone as this. I mean, it doesn't, well, in general, no, but I mean, in terms of the actual screen itself, yeah, not really a good idea. So, I mean, if you guys really like this, you know, put a like on it, and you know, tell me what your favorite part is, because I mean, you know, I can show off the campaigns, but I'm not going to make this into a general let's play, because this game I cannot even begin to get into a let's play. Even to do this, I'm going to have a lot of concentration, and it'll have to be less commentary, which is less dialogue. And nobody wants to sit there through that if it's a commentary-based deal. And that's depending on the actual mission itself. Now, see, I can sit there and think about it, but I can't actually talk and do it if I'm actually in a tough spot. And I generally wind up doing that, get into a tough spot. It's hard for me to actually talk, and I have to be kind of quiet. It's not, and even if I do become quiet, I might get a little upset, and I'm going to apologize for that future if I ever do record like, you know, that, and if you start hearing me get upset, is I will try and, like, you know, mute the thing or something, but I'm going to try and save that for, like, if I actually have a camera or something, I can turn off the volume, so you don't have to hear me cuss if I have to wind up doing that, because there will be generally times I will get to the point that I am frustrated if the mission does not go too well, or if I somehow screw it up. You know, sometimes I wind up blaming myself. But, you know, because it depends on how well it goes. Because even if as new as the game is, there can still be bumps here and there that can correct itself. But it all depends. So, anyway, with that said, I know this is a short video compared to what you're used to. But this is about as far as I can show you, and I may do one more video after this. I don't know, it depends on, you know. See, especially, like, I meant to tell you this before I go, is that when I'm in the mood, I don't know, if I'm actually up to par to actually doing like 30 videos at once. I don't think I've ever done 30 videos in one day. I might have gathered up 30 videos, something like that, in one shot. But, you know, I try not to do that without, you know, just like going through there and naming it so that I know exactly where I'm at and what the heck this video was about. I mean, I can't put the description in there until I get to the point where I can write it in there, because I can't just put that in the title of the video. Like, for example, you find it's all about forks, and you go, the fork episode, but you can't exactly describe what's going on, so you put the description, but you can't put it in the title because it won't accept it. The forks were all the way through the forest, and I forgot to fork the spoon. That didn't make any sense whatsoever. But that wasn't the point. The point is, guys, you know, you can only put it so long. And yes, the title can be long as you want to be on a video. But there is a limit, just like when you upload it to YouTube. Even though they have actually increased the limit, or decreased it. Actually, it would be more like the decreased limit, but still a limit to how much you can put in a title of the actual video. Like, for example, if you want to put down, I forgot to touch the doorknob, because that's what I needed to do, because that was part of the puzzle. And this is only for the game. You know, like if you needed to put like a hammer on it or tap it just a little bit, you know, something like that. Anyway, those were examples. So, anyway, thank you all for watching. I doubt I'll be doing another video, actually. Maybe tomorrow. Depends on how I feel. But I'm going to definitely upload these tonight. Or not. I'll probably private them and then release them one day at a time. Alright, guys. Enough about me rambling on about stuff. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace. Peace out. This has been your host, the Black King. Signing off. Until then, folks, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. One more look at the cat.